Hey, good afternoon. You know what time it is. You're on with Big J, and let's talk. I'll be right back. Hey, we are excited that you are on with us today. We appreciate you and we're glad you are here with us. We want to say shout out to the panel last night on our live stream. That's going to be amazing having these young people on doing their own show. Trent Jr., Pamela, and Brittany. Their knowledge and their level of sports information and news will blow you out the water. We're excited for them and what they brought or what they're going to bring to Big J. Let's talk. D Mac and myself were blown out of the water based on the narratives that they brought as far as the NBA. But today, what I want to do is go back and invite the past into our future. And what I mean by that, at times we tend to let go of those things and those people that brung us over or made things possible as we see them now. But what I'm learning is you can't forget the past because the path is your direction or your roadmap to where you're going. Yes, I appreciate all the players in today's NBA, but we can't forget the path and those who played and those who made where we are right now a reality. What I want to do is go look at a couple of those players right quick. All right, and here we go. One of those individuals is Isiah Ryder. I believe Isiah went to either Las Vegas, Nevada. I think he went to Nevada. All right, but if you remember anything about Isiah Ryder, he was a high flyer. The young man could ball. The NBA, that's what it was back then. It's like these individuals had hops in their shoes. It was like automatic. And this young cat also played with the Lakers for a season or two. Isiah Ryder, man, big ups. Somebody will find out where he is and let us know in the comments. Now, here is my favorite player of all time. This is my favorite player beyond Michael Jordan, and that is Shawn Kemp. When you talk about a young man with athleticism and someone who can jump out to gym, you would have to pattern his game to that of Zion Williams, or Zion plays just like, because Shawn Kemp could go from coast to coast and he could do things that you could only think about. Big up. Somebody tell me in the comment, where is Shawn Kemp? I know he played overseas and came back and owns a nightclub, but somebody tells me about him. And we know the story of Meta World Peace. Everyone remember Ron Artest going into the stands, that big fight that broke out, all right? But that's not what I remember Ron Artest for. I remember they had just got through playing, I believe Houston, had just got through playing the Lakers. And instead of Ron Artest getting on the bus, leaving with the team, he told the bus driver, wait, I got to go talk to Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant tells the story that he was in the shower. And Ron Artest came and said, man, after this year, I want to play with you, Kobe. I can help you win a championship. And when he got to the Lakers, he changed his name because of his past to Meta World Peace. This young man auctioned off to help others with mental health. He auctioned off his championship rings. I applaud Ron Artest. He went overseas to play, but he, like most people now, have young men, his sons or son, who is playing and expected to play in the NBA. Big ups to Ron Artest. Now, here's Alex English. Alex English could ball, but one thing that he did wrong and one thing that other people did wrong, for example, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, they trusted him as a financier. And what he did is so unfortunate. A lot of people lost money dealing with Alex English. And what he did, he caused almost a lot of people, some people, to go broke based on investments that he made with them and for them. That's why you have to be very careful what you're doing when you're dealing with individuals and their economics. So it's very important that we take to light or bring to light in who we're dealing with. All right, so let's go down. Now, we know who this is. Yao Ming. When he played with Shaq, It was amazing. Oh man, Shaq had a ball with Yao Ming, and Yao Ming had a ball with Shaq. It was some of the best basketball that I can remember seeing in my days of watching basketball. Yao Ming came from China, didn't really know the game, didn't speak English, but he adapted quick. And this is what I'm saying. We've always gone overseas to get these players, so it's nothing new. All right, who else we got? Antonio Walker played for Miami with Lonzo Mourning. Yes, Antonio was another one of those hard-nosed ballers. Yes, he could ball. All right, and we all know Mark Price. That's right, Cleveland Cavaliers, Mark Price. Mark Price was a point guard who was an all-star, and he could play the game like none other. All right, and we got Rex Chapman. These are people that we should all know. All right, Rex Chapman also was a baller in the NBA for 13 years, and he played. He played the game at a level that many have not seen. Jason Williams, white chocolate. So if you want to know where a lot of people get these moves and all these different things, it wasn't just from the professor. It was Jason Williams, whose son now is coming up in the ranks of getting to the NBA and will do the same thing. This is the true white chocolate. Jason Williams. Larry Johnson, Grandmama, the Charlotte Hornets, with Alonzo Mourning back in the day, with Spud Webb. Hey, not Spud Webb, but my other little guy that Mike talks about, the little dude. Michael Jordan said the little dude. All right? Muggsy Bogues, there it is. But you have Muggsy Bogues, Grandmama right here, which played for New York also, Larry Johnson, and Alonzo Mourning. That was a team in Charlotte. And you had Dale Curry, which is Steph Curry's and Seth Curry's dad. All right? Vin Baker. Vin Baker could ball. He could ball. And that's what I'm saying. When you go back and you look at the Seattle Supersonics, I believe, who really drafted KD was Seattle. Kevin Durant was drafted by Seattle, and things begin to change. Oliver Miller played for the Clippers also. Big Oliver Miller. All right? He did what he could do. He was just that person. All right? Who else we got? Y'all know who this is, and you know Penny Hardaway. Everyone says LaMelo Ball plays like Penny Hardaway. I don't disagree, because Penny was before his time. He and Shaq did it up in Orlando with the Magic. Big time. And we know Andrew Bynum won 2 championships with the Lakers and never got his just due because he was going through things himself. Being drafted out of high school, he was never ready to take that leap. But he kept having knee injuries and surgeries. But this young man, I'll never forget that night he played Shaq. And Shaq gave him one, and Andrew Bynum came down and slammed in Shaq's face and run down the court and pushed him. That was the most hilarious moment for me in basketball, to see this young kid going up against the Diesel. All right? Eddie Curry, another baller. You got to understand, these guys back then were just made different. They were just a different player. There was no softness in the NBA. You had to come in almost like a boxer and a person who could ball. Then you have Kwame Brown. We all know where Kwame is right now. Where? On YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you'll find Kwame Brown. His audience now is larger than he ever had in the NBA. He's now receiving his just due. So let's forget about him being a bust. But now let's look at him settling in and going after those who went after him. Kwame Brown. We know what happened to Deontay West. It's a lot to his story that you don't know, and I'm not going to talk about the negatives of it. But Delonte West, that boy could ball. He could ball. All right? I can't pronounce his name, but this young man came from overseas also, plays for the Cavs. He could ball also. Watch him. All right? Darko Milicic could ball. He could ball. These are players who just could ball. All right? And Damon Stoudemire. Yes. Little Damon was a beast. Very fiery competitor. Was a beast. Bryant Reeves. Big Country. Everybody knows Big Country. players made a difference. Jerry Stackhouse. Jerry still helping players in the NBA. He's Brandon Ingram's mentor. Helped Brandon out of college and adapt to the NBA. All right, so some are still tied. Stephon Marbury is a god in China. He is a man in China. All these cats made an impact in the NBA, and they ball. Robert Swift. There's a lot of people you don't even know about who made a big difference. Steve Francis, yes, with the Rockets. These dudes were just hard-nosed basketball players. Brandon Roy, yes, a local product. All right, that was it. So what I'm trying to tell you is, if we forget about our past, we can't embrace the future. The future is so big, it's so wide open, it has so much depth to it. But we can't forget how we came over. We must understand the NBA was fun during the years of Magic Johnson and Larry Bird and before that. But watch this. After Michael Jordan takes the scene, now the NBA becomes marketable. It becomes a corporate identity. This is where we get the gatekeepers from. Watch this. Michael Jordan said it on his interview with Oprah Winfrey. We don't want individuals coming into the game who's going to give a black eye to what Charles Barkley, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, and myself have done for the game. We transition the game from family fun to corporate media outlets. This is why now the media has a great voice, because it all goes along with the narrative that MJ created. And LeBron now is trying to imitate. Kobe taking away way too soon because he was on that journey. Now that journey has been passed to Devin Booker and others. Trae Young is next. Watch me what I'm telling you, man. You better watch out for it, because the gatekeepers are set up to stay. They're here. Let me encourage you to subscribe to our channel if you have not. Subscribe to Big J, Let's Talk. Also go by DMAC, Deacon Mac, DEACON, Mac, MACK, and subscribe to that young man's channel also. His channel is the mirror image of mine. Anyone who has our membership and does not have a channel, we will help you get there. I will do the artwork for you. I will do those things necessary for you to start getting subs, and we'll show you how to find trending articles to put on your page so your page can grow. Go look at the join button and look at our memberships, and you'll see what I'm saying, especially when you go by Deacon Mac's page. You'll see it. I think Deke had maybe 6 to 8 subs. Now he's a part of the algorithm. Everywhere you look now, his channel is being pulled up. That's because we believe in togetherness and helping each other on this channel. It's not about me. There's no I in team. The acronyms for team are together, everyone achieves more. And here at Big J, Let's Talk, we are a team committed to bringing sports news and information from the perspective of excellence. So we want to say thank you for tuning in with us today. You are amazing. And you know what I'm going to say right here, right? Yeah, I know you know, because you probably said it before I did. Be the best, and the best you will become. Have a blessed day. You've been on with Big J. You know.